My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic. Today I'm reviewing from the Parfums de Marly set that I bought, Pegasus. Heady fougere scent that adds a touch of the equestrian royalty to Parfums de Marly's distinctive masculine flavour. This scent unveils a stimulating blend of bergamot and almond, which dries down to vanilla, sandalwood and an amber base, boosting of a classy interpretation and a powerful union of an oriental culture, traditional and elegance. The sensational Pegasus is another must-have from Parfums de Marly. This is a £160 for 75ml. So first things first, I love it because it comes with all the correct regulatory information on the back, which means that this is compliant and safe. This has all its safety assessments. It's uploaded to the European portal and it has its public information file. Again, I want to stress, if a fragrance does not have the information on the back, please don't purchase it because it's unlikely to have the regulatory paperwork. And as chemists and as a perfumer, we all have to have this. I have to spend out for all of this. All companies have to do this, and it's what we have to do legally. Again, if a fragrance does not have the allergens, the POA, the responsible person information, all of this on the back, please put it down and don't buy it, because you don't know if it's safe. The allergens are there because some people are really allergic to some of them, and really every single fragrance company must comply with this. I should take my safety assessor's hat off now. I never talk about packaging, but just gorgeous. Do we have our fragrance samples? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So this one's going to change as it dries down. So I'm going to give you my initial opinion, and then I think my opinion will change as we go along. First off, I think Parfums de Marly is an excellent fragrance house. There's obviously some classically trained perfumists there dealing with really exciting raw materials, and I think this house is really, really fabulous and just so well done. This is so clean. This is so clean. But what I'm detecting, obviously apart from the heliotropin, which is giving the almond feel and the vanilla, all that sort of stuff, is a aroma chemical called, I'm going to try and pronounce it for you, norlimbanol. And norlimbanol is a really amazing, expensive, woody, ambery sort of compound. It's really expensive actually. And there's isomers of it which are slightly cheaper, but this one, in this, they're using norlimbanol. Actually, this is backed against clean lily of the valley raw materials. So this is such a clean smelling fragrance. Obviously it has Ice Super. It has a choice of clean musks, and it also has quite a masculine, I consider it like a hot iron smell of a musk coming through. Again, it has the Parfums de Marly sort of heart and soul sort of whipping through the fragrance, extending up to the top notes and supporting the base notes, beautifully composed. Now this is, I know they're saying it's a fougere fragrance, but it's lending itself to more of a blue fragrance for me, and that's because I'm detecting dihydromercenol, and this really just smells sort of a little bit blue for my likings. This is just fresh and clean and projecting and sort of just quite gorgeous actually. And that would go with the name, wouldn't it? Because Pegasus I would associate with sort of air energy and sort of movement, and this really is sort of particularly applicable to the name. Yes, I just sort of picked that up really. The naturals are so good in this. I love bergamot, and bergamot is actually one of my favourite citruses. And a lot of companies don't use bergamot. They tend to use a assimilation of acetates and linalool to give the bergamot feel, but real bergamot is such a sweet, soft citrus. It's just so exquisite and beautiful, and to detect it in this is just really particularly beautiful actually. I love bergamot. Yes, I'm getting blissed out. I just sort of realised I was starting to stop babble about something bergamot, I think. And they've just done such a good job of sort of combining something quite a sweet citrus with sort of pepper and blackwood and patchouli sort of all around the base. This is it's sort of very earthiness to it, extending up to sort of quite a ozonic sort of like airy feel to it. And then right at the core is that sort of trace amounts of almond. It's not too almondy, not too vanilla-y. It's just so perfectly balanced. To me, Parfum tamale always feels like a really balanced meal when you've got all your micronutrients perfectly placed, created by a really, really exquisite chef. And I think that's the analogy I'm going to use for all of the Parfum tamale. It's just really, really well balanced, excellent, eloquent perfumery. On to my final thoughts. So I'll go through my marks of view. Technically, superb, brilliant, tingly perfumery. Really appreciate it. Very awe-inspiring, this house. I think it's just an incredible house, and I love what they're doing. It's unique and different. They're such an interesting house. I find them very inspiring, and just such gorgeous technical ability put in this. This really is art in a bottle for me, and I really appreciate the time and the effort that's gone into this. They're using Chinese cedarwood, which is really fantastic actually. I love cedarwood, and cedarwood can be used in different amounts to give a different effect. And in this, it's giving it a little more of a natural feel and really helping to work with that sort of fougere feels. This is quite a morphing, changing fragrance. It goes from quite the base is quite fougere up to quite a blue, elevating, light, airy fragrance. It is absolutely worth the money. I think all of their fragrances are absolutely worth the money. So 2 out of 2. Do I like it? I don't like almonds. That's why you'll never see me make an almond fragrance. And it's so personal. But I think that is key to this fragrance. But I can really appreciate it with not particularly liking the smell of almonds. I like eating almonds. I love eating bagel tart. It's one of my most particularly scrumptious things to eat. And I use almond sweetener in my coffee. But I don't particularly like to wear it. That's my personal opinion. But I think it's absolutely phenomenal, brilliant, excellent. So I'm going to mark it an 8 out of 10. And the 2 marks just come off the top, just particularly because I don't like almonds and I personally wouldn't reach for this. How would I improve upon it? I wouldn't, because I think it's excellent for what it is, and I think it's a superb, excellent formulation. I think this is better for lighter skins, if I'm giving you my opinion, because it's quite light and ozonic. And I think this is brilliant for me, this is either a work fragrance or a fragrance that you would dress up for. Do something eloquent. It doesn't feel like a going out fragrance, and particularly like, this is me. It doesn't feel like that. It feels very eloquent and thoughtful, and a day off fragrance. It feels like a meeting your friends and having coffee, working, sensible fragrance. It's a really sensible fragrance, which I appreciate very much. It is just so well done. They're just such an excellent house, and I love discovering excellent perfumery with you. So I hope you loved that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.